jQueryUI's slider widget allows you to design range sliders. Suppose you are designing an online purchase application, so you want to display the products in a range selected by the user. For example, you want to display products if the user selects the price range as $50 to $100. So you will only display products that have the price between 50 and 100. So you can easily design range sliders using jQueryUI's slider widget. So for that you can use the range option along with the values option. So this is a basic slider which we have developed in the previous lecture, and I have only set the value options value to be 50. So the min and max options will have the default values that are 0 and 100. And we are also displaying the value here. So if I change this, it will be changed. Now, suppose we want to design a range slider that has a fixed minimum value. That is, the minimum value is fixed and we want to design a range slider. So in that case, you just have to specify range to be min, which means it will be a range slider with fixed minimum. Let's see the output now. Save, refresh. See, this is the range now. That is from 0 to 50. Suppose I move this handle to here, it will be 0 to 32. So this is having a fixed minimum. The minimum will be the min value. So this is a fixed range slider with the minimum as fixed value, which is 0. So the range will be 0 to 36. Now suppose we want to have a range slider with fixed maximum. So in that case we need to set the value of range to be max. Let's see the difference now. Save, refresh. See, it is from 50 to maximum value, which is 100. Suppose I move this handle to this point, then it will be 64 and the maximum will be 100. Now suppose we have set the value of max to be 75. In that case, here it will be now from 64 to 75. So we can have range sliders with fixed minimum and fixed maximum using the range option and by setting its value to min or max. Suppose we want to have the minimum and maximum as the values we set. In that case, we can specify range to be true, and you can have another option with values as a name, and it should be an array with the first and second values, the starting and ending range. So if I want to have it between 25 and 75, it should be set like this: values 25, 75, and the value of the range option should be true. So let's see that. Refresh. See, it is now displayed like this: 25, 75. So here we should change the value, right? So what we can do, instead of value, let me specify price range. Okay, and here how we can get it? We can get it from UI.values of 0, then plus, let me put a hyphen to know that it is a range, then again UI.values of 1. This will give the second value. So if we write only this much, this will be displayed only when we change the value of at least one handle, right? So what we can do, if we want to show it in the beginning itself, here we can make it values. Okay, that is the name of the option, and the current will be an array. So I can get current of 0, then a hyphen, then current of 1. Okay, now let's see. Save. Let me refresh. See, the price range is 25 to 75. Let me add a dollar as well here, so that it will be more meaningful. Okay, so here as well I need to have a dollar. Similarly, here as well dollar, and here as well I need a dollar. And let's see it now. Save, refresh. See, price range $25 to $75. Suppose I move this like this, it is changed. So $40 to $75. If the person wants to reduce the maximum range, then $40 to $58. Now $17 to $58. $0 to $58, $0 to $22, like that. So using the range option, you can design range sliders. If you set the value of range option to min, it will be a range slider with fixed minimum. So if you do not set any value for the min option, it will be from 0 because the min will be 0. If you set the value of min to be some other value, then that will be considered as a fixed minimum value. Similarly, if you set the value of range to be max, it will be a range slider with fixed maximum, and the maximum value will be 100 if you do not set any value for the max option, and it will be the particular value you set if you have set the value of max option. And if you want to decide the minimum and maximum, then you can have the values option together with range option. In that case, the values option should be an array with the first and second values, that is the minimum and maximum of the range, and the value of the range option should be set to true. And you can get the value of the minimum and maximum options using values. That is, in this case, it will be available as UI.values of 0 and UI.values of 1. So this way you can easily develop a range slider using jQueryUI's slider widget.